go wild.
Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. In this video, we're going to talk about charlamagnethegod having a interview with Wendy Williams via phone call. Charlamagnethegod is asking Wendy Williams to explain to her audience exactly what transpired yesterday. Why is it that she had to call the police in for assistance? In case you guys had missed it, yesterday, Wendy Williams made a call to the police department asking them to do a wellness check on her. No, this was the disguise that Wendy had to use in order to get an independent assessment. In case you guys have been keeping up, Wendy's guardian, Sabrina Marissi, said that Wendy has been totally incapacitated, and that information sent shockwaves across social media. Many of us could not believe that Wendy was in a declined state, and following that announcement from Wendy's guardian, Sabrina Marissi, her niece came out and other relatives and friends and said Sabrina Marissi is lying. They just want to keep Wendy in that luxury prison. And as such, Wendy cooked up a plan because you see, when the police stepped in to do the wellness check, she said, you know what? I want to go to the hospital. Can you escort me to the hospital? And they said, gladly, we would be more than happy to help, but you have to leave that scooter. So when Wendy got to the hospital, her lawyer was there, and Wendy definitely got the opportunity to do the mental capacity test, which she scored a perfect 10 out of 10. However, she has some more procedures to do, but this morning, charlamagnethegod set up an interview with Wendy because he's also trying to help her to get out of that luxury prison that Wendy has described herself to be in. So we're going to take a look at these clips because Charlamagne wants Sabrina Marissi's name to be echoed loud and clear. He wants the public to know this is the woman who is responsible for Wendy being in that luxury prison. So let's take a look at these clips together. And then I have something else to reveal with you guys. So stay tuned. We're going to come back with the rest of our commentary.
And I want y'all to walk us through what happened yesterday with Wendy. It was a lot going on. We saw Wendy leaving the facility with all the police.
Yep.
You know, what happened?
Well, the police showed up, and I'm exhausted, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to go to the hospital to talk to the doctor, you know? Gina, you can expound upon that a bit, please.
So I did two things. I wrote a letter to the Adult Protective Services explaining to them Wendy's situation. She was isolated, and we needed an investigation. Yesterday morning, during our morning calls, I told Wendy we will be calling the police. And we will be speaking to police, and we will be telling them that you are isolated. And the police came into the room. Wendy gave me the phone, and I pleaded with the police as if Wendy was my child. I said, please, I said, you cannot walk out without Wendy. And she told me, I promise, I will not.
Yeah, I will bring her home. I was shocked to see Wendy walking yesterday. That's what I was telling Wendy yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I can't. We seen them lymphedema feet. I was like, I could not believe.
Look,
Wendy.
Let me tell you something. So the cops say to me, you know what I'm saying? They say, Wendy, you know, you have to leave the scooter. I said, okay, but just walk with me, okay? And so they walked with me. So it was like exercise for my feet.
When the officers were there, Wendy started to feel she had a little bit of anxiety. And I said, tell them that you need to go to the hospital. And I said, when you go to the hospital, you're going to ask for an independent medical evaluation.
Yes.
But the building was giving us a hard time. They first sent a nurse. Yeah. And they're like, oh, Wendy, we'll take care of it. I'll take your vitals.
And I said, no, thank you. No, thank you.
And I'm on the phone, and I'm like, no, we need a medical doctor.
Right.
The nurse says, oh, we have a doctor in the building.
No, I want an independent doctor.
Yeah, I said, no, she needs to get out. We need to go to a hospital. That's not a hospital.
Right.
And then finally, the cops were okay with that. And then the ambulance, and Wendy was okay as well.
Now tell us what happened when you got to the hospital, because there were claims that they did a test and she got 10 out of 10 on the test. So what happened when she actually got to the hospital?
So according to what was told, the guardian was there and Wendy's attorney. And I think there was a little back and forth as whether she was going to allow Wendy, the guardian, to get evaluated.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor saw there was a difference between the guardian's opinion and her lawyer's opinion, and the doctor had to go to his legal department from the hospital to clear to see how he was going to do it. He received the clearance for the evaluation, and then Wendy took 2 evaluations, and pretty much they're evaluating whether she has competency and is able to make decisions, and she passed both tests.
What does the 10-10 mean?
10 out of 10 correct. 10 questions asked, 10 questions correct, answered correctly.
I mean, they ask me simple things like, who's the president? You know what I'm saying? What's my birth date?
I have a question for you guys too. So there are reports that this exam that you did can't be used in moving forward to prove the that you're not incapacitated. Can you clear that up or explain how this will be used?
That's actually false. That's a medical exam done by an independent doctor by a very well-known hospital. You can use that for the court.
So that was Wendy Williams and her niece talking to the Breakfast Club this morning, explaining what transpired yesterday. Now, also, TMZ reached out to Ginalisa Monterroso. Ginalisa Monterroso is the founder of Connect Care Advisory Group, an organization that assists patients and caregivers in navigating benefits. She has been actively involved in Wendy Williams' case, advocating for her well-being and challenging the condition of her guardianship. Now, in this discussion with TMZ, she details that Wendy Williams is still at the hospital. She's going to do some more tests and Wendy is being kept safe. However, she pointed out that there will be further investigations and the police department will be involved in this investigation. She also said that Sabrina Marissi apparently doesn't care about Wendy because she's just at the hospital and she's there, typically being an observer, which she believes is not right, because if you care so much about the person that is under your care, you should be asking questions and concerns. But let's take a look at this clip of her interview with TMZ, and then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
He's in the hospital. We're waiting to see, what the next tests are. To my understanding, she may be going under some more tests. And hopefully we're trying to see if she can go into a less restricted environment.
How long are you expecting her to stay at the hospital, and what kind of tests are we talking?
It's day by day right now. I think she has to go through another eval as well, just to kind of seal the deal. I think it's a little more extensive is my understanding, but that may not be true. I don't know. Everything has just been up in the air as of today, but right now she's safe in a safe environment where she is protected and she's not confined, and there's people on her side.
Shoot me.
So you guys can check out TMZ for the remaining portion of that discussion. Now also, as I said, she did say that Wendy Williams' guardian is also there, but the guardian is not showing any care for concern. She's also saying that the guardian could be acting in a position where she ensures that she's protecting herself legally, but still questions the guardian motive towards Wendy Williams. Now, as you guys can hear, they're not talking about releasing Wendy Williams. They're talking about having her evaluated to see if she'll be able to, thrive in a less strict memory care facility. So as such, at this point in time, I have to ask, who is keeping Wendy hostage and why are they insisting on holding this woman in a memory care facility, because the last time we heard, she has no money. And if she has no money, what do they want with Wendy? But there's one thing we all know about Hollywood and show business, and that is whenever someone has some kind of royalties or legacy or something of the sort, could be even secrets on these celebrities, these are normally the measures that are taken, and oftentimes these individuals, they die under mysterious circumstances. So as such, I believe that what is going on with Wendy, it's not the son who had spent large sums of cash from her account. I believe it's a whole lot more nefarious than what even Wendy herself is willing to share with us out of her own scare, safety, and protection as well. So it's really sad, really concerning, and it is very scary. But that's all I have to share on Wendy Williams for this video. Leave your comments below. Give this video a big thumbs up. Share, stay safe, and see you guys later. Peace.